Are we started?
Yeah.
Oh, right, sorry.
Yeah. Should we start?
Nick, you should start.
I probably should. To be fair, we should all probably start somewhere.
Go on.
But yeah. Are we all right?
Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode looking at the question we always get asked as a wedding photographer: have you shot at my venue before? Today we're at Ashfield House. I've got 4 photographers who we're going to have a bit of a chat with, go out and shoot some portraits, and we're going to try and prove that it doesn't matter whether a photographer shot at a venue before or not. Yeah, let's go. So I'm here with 3 amazing photographers, or 2 and Dave.
It's about right. How rude.
Yeah, we're just going to have a bit of a chat about whether it is important for a photographer to have worked at a venue before. So do you guys want to introduce yourselves, say who you are and what sort of you shoot predominantly? Where are we starting?
Ladies first.
Is it not right to left? Which way's the camera from?
Age before beauty. There you go.
Come on, Dave.
Go on, Dave.
After you.
How does that work? I'm Dave Thompson. I'm a photographer. I've been in photography for 22 years, which is professionally all my working life. 20 odd years of press work and 1 year pushing weddings.
Sweet.
I'm Teresa C Photography. Most people know me as Terry. I've been doing weddings now for 12 years. Weddings is the main thing that I do, but I also do food and business branding type stuff on the side.
Sweet.
I am Clarke. I used to be a teacher. I've been doing weddings for about 12, 13 years. I do 50-50 weddings and families and babies.
Sweet. And as always, I'm Nick. Shoot weddings and I've been doing it for about 5 years now. So I think we've got a good mix of experience with us, and we've also got a really good mix of people who have definitely not shot here and people that have, and some people that pretty much lived here.
Pretty much. Yeah.
So the next part on from that is, do you guys think it's important to have shot at a venue before?
No.
No, it's better not to be honest.
I agree.
I think the question has been coming up a lot more recently because you've got that whole internet list of top 10 questions to ask your wedding photographer, and because obviously people are investing a lot of money, they want to make sure they pick the right person, so they feel like these questions are Bible. So when they hear, "Oh no, I haven't," they must think it's automatically a bad thing, but it's not.
It's kind of like that applying for a job and it going, you need X amount of experience. It's like, well, you can't get the experience
if you're not going to give it to me. Exactly.
And I think it's the same with shooting at venues. Yeah, there's benefits to have shot at a venue before because you're going to know some nice places, but like I said in the last video to the last guys, like, I will always try and shoot somewhere differently. If I'm at a venue 3 or 4 times, I will aim for different portrait shots and different places.
If I've not shot at a venue, then it'll take me 3 minutes to find places to shoot during the wedding breakfast or in the morning, and it depends where the sun is anyway and what time of year it is. And I think you don't really want a production line of, someone shooting at the same venue all the time, doing exactly the same portraits, exactly the same poses. Like years ago, I used to, if I got a new venue inquiry or a booking, I would frantically be Googling photographers' blogs, but now I don't do that because I don't want to look at a picture and be like, oh yeah, I could do that, because that's not what that's like someone sending you a Pinterest board.
I know it's your first year, but going back to that same venue sort of the second and third time, are you finding that you're repeating yourself, or are you instinctively looking to do something different?
Probably a bit of both, because having spoken to couples about the venue that you're at, they sort of, I don't know what you guys get, but they'll say, oh, I like that. And they always want that portrait then, so you
I think every venue you go to has a staple shot, and I think every venue will, if you look on Google or whatever, every venue will have a certain space that every couple will have seen and will go,
I want that.
Yeah, because that's what sells that venue. I think wherever you work, there is that element of expectancy from a couple because that's why they've booked the venue, but I think then everything else should be down to you as a photographer. Because I've not worked here before, You've not worked here, and Dave's not worked here. You pretty much lived here for 12 months.
Pretty much, yeah.
So you're the person that knows the venue the best. To an extent.
I'm looking forward to this because in my head I've already decided I'm going to go where I don't normally go.
Okay.
Every time I've shot weddings here, I always do try and go to completely different points of the venue to what I did last time. And then try and remember how I shot that shot and then do the total opposite. I'm always trying to not get the same shots over and over again for couples. It's hard though when you have one here on a Thursday, then one on a Friday, then one on a Saturday, and you're like, how am I going to do this one on Saturday? So, like, after a while, you do kind of have to think outside the box, literally. So that's what I'm going to do today.
I quite like a 20-minute portrait session on a wedding day.
Yeah.
I'll do all the other stuff, but I like that 20 minutes just to try and create something really nice. Having looked around the grounds, I know I've got a couple of spaces that I think I want to use, but it depends on what happens with the light and the weather and stuff.
I've purposely not looked anywhere.
So you're just gonna completely.
I've not been outside. Yeah.
You normally do a recce as well, though, don't
I always
you?
do a recce, always. Not like we said earlier, not 6 months before, because trees change, light changes, everything changes. But I'll always go, always.
For the last 3 or 4 years, most of my weddings have been down south, so it's just not possible. And I can't even meet clients really, so it's all Skype or just never met them. So it's literally turning up at a venue, like 3 hours away.
I'm very much on the if a couple ask me to go to the venue beforehand, if I'm tying it in with a couple meeting, then yeah, I won't just sort of go, because a lot of the times you can turn up half an hour before and have a good look around, and that will cover you for what you need.
One thing that kind of like I kind of go to when someone goes, "Oh, have you shot our wedding before? Our venue before?" And you kind of see that little bit of when you say no on the face. I always say to them, well, I've shot destination weddings and I don't get a chance to recce the venue before or even the country, and you know I've managed to capture the day.
I think, like you said, the reason that couples ask is because there's so many blogs out there pushing that you should ask these questions and this is important and this is important, and I think we're in such an element of social media and
I usually just lie to them and say, yeah, I've been there. I went there as a guest.
Yeah, that's a good one, that one.
Is that on camera?
Yeah.
I'd never do that.
I went there for a 30th birthday.
I was there last week as a guest.
But yeah, I just think that it's pushed so much by social media, but also it's that security blanket of a couple knowing that you've been to a venue, and I think today's going to be interesting because we've got a good mix of styles and a good mix of the way that people do things. So shall we
crack on?
Yeah, let's go shoot some stuff.
Yay! We all sounded so excited then.
Just thinking.
The sun's coming out.
So we've all been out. We've all shot and done 20 minutes ish. You used the full 20 minutes?
I had 50 seconds left, so I used those 50 seconds as well. So
I think
I
I
used the full 20 minutes.
I was about 18 minutes today. The last one that we did, I didn't use the full 20 minutes, and I felt like today I needed to. I don't know why, but I needed to sort of.
It was a nice 20 minutes though. It didn't feel like I was rushed.
How are you guys?
I had 3 minutes left, and I was thinking, oh, what could I have done in that 3 minutes? And then it's like, I could have done
Realisation hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just like a scatterbrain. Used my 20 minutes and then probably could have done another 20 minutes, to be honest.
But you've had your laptop out and you've been editing as well.
Yeah.
And I've seen some of the photos. And you've done stuff that I wouldn't even think of doing.
Yeah.
And I think we've shot in 2 or 3 of the same locations as well, but the photos are completely different.
Yeah.
If you don't go into every wedding with some form of mild anxiety, I suppose it would be.
I don't know if mine was
turn
mine.
the
Mine
music
was.
off on the way to the venue. I get about a mile away and the music gets turned
No,
off.
mine
I have
goes.
to tune in.
Mine goes up.
The only times during a wedding that I feel nervous is when I'm doing group shots. I don't know why. I think it's because there's loads of people looking at me and thinking it's my idea to do them, and it's not.
Yeah.
Like the photographer wants another picture. Like, no,
Yeah,
she doesn't.
No, she really doesn't.
I think the only time that I get a little bit nervous and flustered is if someone turns around and goes, "Oh yeah, they're just going to start speeches," and like I'm having to dive into the room and sort of go, "Oh hi guys, yeah I'm ready," and like I'm sort of throwing flash guns around.
Yeah.
Going, oh, it's fine. I think it's just when someone throws something in and catches me off guard a little bit.
But like we're having fireworks in 3 minutes.
Yeah, yeah. Like if you're gonna do that, tell your photographers like give us as much notice as possible.
Yeah.
Especially fireworks because they do need to set up flash.
Or don't wait for the plate of their lunch to just land on the table. They're about to go, and then they go speeches.
Yeah.
But yeah, portraits. I'm not usually nervous, but I was today because I'm not used to people watching me.
Yeah, I felt a bit of pressure today, and I don't know why, because this is my idea, and it's that comparison, because we know that naturally we are going to compare our work against each other.
Yeah.
And it's not a bad thing, but we are all so different in our styles.
Yeah.
Because you shot a lot indoors.
Yes, I did actually. I think I tried to shoot 50-50.
Right.
Just because I know that this venue has potential for both, nice sunny cloudy days and rainy days as well.
Yeah. I think it works really well for this because I think we've all shot in very similar spaces, but the results that we're going to see are going to be completely different.
There's a lot of opportunities because it's all quite
Yeah.
close. You don't have to trek for like
you don't have
half
to
a
worry
mile
about
to-
having to go across a venue like to the east wing.
That's beneficial to the bride and groom as well, isn't it? If you
Yeah.
want to
Yeah.
take them off, you know you're not going to take them
Yeah.
for
Absolutely.
miles and miles to get nice pictures.
Do you know what I've really struggled with?
Go on.
When I turn up to a wedding, and I don't mind to admit this, for the first 10 to 20 minutes, it takes me 20 minutes to get my creative head on.
Yeah.
So because I went out and I'd not taken any pictures today, I had to find my creative head, and I used most of my 20 minutes doing that.
Yeah.
I think a lot of us, I'm the same, like I think going into bridal prep in the morning is a really good leveler because you can go in, you can say hello to everyone, you can warm up a little bit. Like you say, this is literally just going straight into portraits, which is, it's a difficult thing to do. None of us have met our couple today before, which I know that we would all love to have like a couple of meetings or a Skype chat or whatever beforehand. I think it might be that. I think it might be the whole not having chance to warm up or to get into that.
It's like with anything though, like you don't walk into something cold and just do it.
Yeah.
You need to, get your head in the game.
Yeah, you got to
and,
warm up.
Like when you're at the gym.
Yeah, limber up, warm them
I
up.
wouldn't know.
I know there's a picture I did today that I wouldn't have done if I hadn't done, because the last 12 months has partly been about retraining me as a photographer to work in a different environment than sitting on the touchline or standing outside court where things just come to you. And I know that in the bar at the back, the dark bar at the back, I would have sat a bride and groom down somewhere and tried to keep the whole of the room in, and this, that and the other. That's what I would have done. Whereas I was looking for something within the room and I didn't see it, and on the way out I saw something that I could use. And I know now that what I've invested in the last 12 months on workshops and talking to other photographers and things is slowly starting to retrain little aspects.
There's
Flippy thinking.
there is certain stuff that I look for at venues, and there'll be just a little thing like if people see me walking around a wedding venue on a wedding day, they think I'm a weirdo because I'll be walking around like squinting a little bit, looking for like little patches of like the brighter light, because that's what stands out in a photo.
I walk around like
I
this.
do.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, yeah, there it is. And then the people are like, I was like, light.
Yeah, and it's working things out and how to do it. I don't know, like I seemed a bit flustered, I panicked a little bit, but I'm quite happy with what I've got on the back of the camera.
I think I did come into this thinking, right, I can't do what I normally do. I not even what I normally do. I just I wanted to kind of go with the flow, as it were, and I feel like I did, and it kind of reset me a bit, because obviously we've had wedding season. I've been in a bit of a specific mindset.
Even if it's just little projects like this, or to shoot something that you wouldn't normally shoot, it just gives you a little bit more energy on a wedding day. I'm really, really, really interested to see what we've all shot and the spaces that we've used. Like I say, we've seen bits of what we've been doing, so I can't wait to see the full edits. But yeah, we'll leave it there, and we'll show you guys the full edits now that we've chosen. So we've all picked 4 photos plus a shot on the staircase, because we were all it's one of the things at Ashfield that sort of a lot of people use. So yeah, so in no specific order, these are our 4 photos that we've chosen and our staircase shot.
Can I have someone else's staircase shot?
And that was shit.
Stop checking your phone working.
What? I'm busy and important. Are we tweaking continuity's out the window? We've all been
sharing between us.
Might want to move your phone then, babe.
Continuity's out the window. We've all been out.
No, it's empty now. It's irrelevant.
The only time I get a bit of nervy at a wedding is when I'm doing group shots, just because.
Yeah, we can't use that.
Yeah, group shots and portraits if people are watching
Oh my
me.
god, it's all saying just three.
Like a real mishmash of the school
It is.
disco.
Someone's robbed my iPod. What the hell?
Can I have someone else's staircase shot?
There'll be one.
No one will know.
Only need one.
Should we do some swapsies? Okay. I'll find one.